Welcome to Evansville Podcast. My name is Jason. Thank you for listening. Thanks for downloading, all that stuff. Please take some time, if you don't mind, to give us a little rating and a review over on iTunes or wherever you listen to the podcast in your app of choice. We really do appreciate it, and it helps us get new people to listen, which that's really all we want in life. Today, we are talking with Brian, Buxton, and Amber Kelly. They stopped by to tell us about historic Newburgh's 12th annual Wine, Art, and Jazz Festival weekend. That's coming up on May 19th and 20th. The Friday night is the Grapes on the Grass Soiree, and then the May 20th is the actual Wine, Art, and Jazz Festival. So lots of information here. We really get into all the details so you know exactly what to expect. Should be no questions. You find out how you can sneak a dog and two kids in. All of that, it's covered. Trust me, we cover everything. So without any more jibber jabber, let's get into it. Well, Amber, Brian, thank you for joining me. Amber, first time?
First time.
Sweet. What did you do with Carol?
Carol, I am now the event coordinator for Historic Newburgh. Carol was the executive director. She is now the development director. So she works mainly on grant writing. And so now you have me.
Perfect.
And we have a new executive director this year. Her name is Helen Zimmerman. So you might see her sometime too.
Okay, perfect. Well, tell Carol we said hey.
Okay.
You probably won't see her because she and I plan on hogging all the press and TV spots and all that. So.
Well, as you should. And Brian, how are you affiliated with this? Did you just latch on because you like camera time, or?
Yeah, it's exactly why.
Okay, perfect.
Well, my mirrors in my house aren't very good, so I like to watch myself on TV to see how I look. But the podcast thing is not working so well for that. So
I apologize. It's audio only, but
yeah. No, actually, last year. And I don't even know how to tell this story without it sounding strange, but basically, Amber had known, me from just some of the articles that I'd written on food and Tri-State Restaurant Reviews that I was a member of and whatnot. And she said, hey, we're having some problems getting about half the restaurants that we'd like to get to commit. Can you help us? So I just literally went to everybody on a Saturday and said, hey, do Newburgh Wine Fest, and they said okay. So we got, and then this year basically.
It's good to know those people.
Am I still the restaurant chair?
He is the restaurant chair this year. Okay. So it's great to know someone who actually knows the restaurant owners. It helps us get the restaurants into the Wine Fest.
Well, because that's what we dealt with Restaurant Week too, though last year, which was the first year. Joe and Randy Notter and I. It's, and I kept telling them, I said, you can send all the packets you want. You can have fantastic looking paperwork. You can have, a great press media kit. But if they don't know you, you're just one of another 150 people a year that call asking for money or asking for free food or asking for whatever. And if you have the relationship, it really makes a difference on being able to get people to commit and to be interested.
Okay. So great team.
Yeah.
Two great tastes that go great together, as they say.
Well, see, and we're like the youngest people on the board, I think. So
on the committee,
I hope no one listens to this, but we're trying to bring some new ideas.
You're our demographic, not
So,
no, I'm sure everyone listens. What are you talking about?
Experience. See, we have dumb blind ideas. They have the experience, so we kind of
that does balance out.
It balances out great.
You need everything.
Yeah.
So this is coming up pretty soon. It's May 19th, 20th.
Yeah, May 19th and 20th. May 19th is the Grapes on the Grass Soiree, so that's kind of our more expensive night.
Yeah.
$50 a person. We have free food and wine sampling. We have wine judging from our 14 different wineries, so you get to pick your favorites. They're the People's Choice Awards. Right. And then we have live music from the Honey Vines this year.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, they're great.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
And how many? It's the one thing I wanted to throw out too was Friday it's not a private event, but you have to buy tickets to participate, and we're limiting the number of tickets to what?
Yeah, we're limiting the number of tickets to 200 tickets sold this year. We're getting close. So we're trying to sell all the tickets this year and hopefully make it a good fundraiser for Historic Newburgh. Right.
So Friday limited to 200.
Yeah.
But you still have time to get some, and there's a Facebook page. Historic Newburgh's got a .com website and Facebook.
HistoricNewburgh.org. You can go there, and it'll get you the link to Eventbrite where you can buy the tickets online.
Okay.
You can buy them by phone or in our office in Newburgh at 517 West Main Street.
Okay.
The phone number is
Yeah.
853-2815.
Nobody will remember that. Nobody uses phones anymore. They either
Phones.
text or Facebook.
Yep, that's true.
And then Saturday, though, is more open to the public, and there still is a ticket to purchase. But if 5,000 people want to come and we have room for 5,000 people,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, so this year we expanded. We actually added a third tent
Nice.
because last year it was so packed on Saturday night.
Yeah.
It took 10 minutes to go from one end of the tent to the other.
It really did.
And so, yeah, I mean, it really did. It was hard.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking for somebody and you're like, well, get down there eventually.
Right.
So we added a third tent on the east side of the Lock and Dam building. And so some of our restaurants and our artists will be in there. And then we actually have a courtyard over there with food trucks. So
Yeah.
it'll be kind of cool. It's different this year.
Okay. So, yeah, last year the weather wasn't as bad as the year before. So the first
Right.
year I went was
Yeah.
2 years ago. Weather was not great.
Rain was
Right.
terrible.
But in the tent, who
Yeah.
cares, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it was like
It's
a
dry.
whole different. You were in a different place almost.
Yeah.
So those tents are awesome. So I do always appreciate the fact that you guys do that. So third
Yeah.
tent sounds awesome too.
Thanks,
Yeah.
TRU Rentals.
Yeah.
Yep. There you
TRU
go.
rental.
Look,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at that plug. I'm getting good at this.
Yeah.
Man, you need to be on the radio.
You know what I just thought though that we should do is in order to find each other better, we need walkie-talkies, and then we
Ooh.
could require that everybody has to talk like a trucker.
Yep, you
That
need
would be
handles. You need CB
And
handles
then
for sure.
yeah, nobody would answer unless you have trucker speak.
I would
Right.
forget everyone's
10-4, good buddy.
Yeah, 10-4. What's your 20?
Anywhere.
Amber, what's your 20?
There's a smoky on your tail. Right. The art portion, you did mention the honey vines on Friday for the jazz, but the art portion, is there art on both nights as well, or is it just for the festival on Saturday?
So on Saturday, well, we have music all day Saturday. So we have Monty Skelton, Honey Roy, and the Brown Sisters.
Man,
So great
that's
lineup.
so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monty Skelton I think is 12:30 to 3. Honey Roy is 3:30 to 6, and then ending the day is the Brown Sisters 6:30 to 9.
Okay.
So they're great. And then we have several artists: Sisters Floral and Gift, Treadway Clay, J&J Mosaics, Angie Loggle, and Abby Grace's Gifts.
Okay.
So those artists will be in that extra tent on the east
Yeah.
lawn, so
Great.
you can go in there and browse.
Yeah, and it's all for sale. I mean, you can purchase,
Yeah.
paintings, clay, bracelets, whatever they may have.
I do like that wrinkle because there's a lot of maybe wine festivals or whatever, and they'll throw some jazz in. But the art thing that I do, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah,
So-
it's cool. Yeah, and we have
Yeah,
different
I do like
different local artists each year, so
Yeah.
it's kind of neat.
So not to pull off a Friday, I wanted to make sure we covered everything on Friday for sure. There is the judging you mentioned. There's people's choice, and so that's for like favorite wines or favorite winery or
Yeah,
how does
so
that work?
when you come in, you get a wine glass and you go around and you sample all the wines, and it's a blind sample. There's
Okay.
categories like sweet white, dry red, dessert wine. And then you get tokens when you come in, and you drop the tokens in your favorite
Okay.
one, so they're numbered, so you don't actually know who the wine is from. And then at the end, we have a tabulation committee, and they go count everything. And then Saturday morning, we announce the winners.
Okay. And then I've seen like in the past, there's like balloons or something that
Yes, there-
identifies the winners.
Yeah,
of
there's
those.
balloons. So if you're looking down the tent, you'll see balloons on
Gotcha.
tables, so you know which one the winners were.
Cool. Yeah, it's one of my wife and I's favorite events just to go to. So the
It's a
fact
really
that you're
fun
changing
day.
it up a little bit, but it sounds like a better change is even.
Yeah,
That's
it's going to be a really fun day. And we have more restaurants this year.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have 12 restaurants
Nice.
instead of 8, so you're not going to wait in line 20 minutes for your food.
Cool.
So we're hoping that.
I'm a big fan of not waiting.
Yeah, exactly. So
Well, we have more than that though, because I just counted them and I think there's 18. Aren't
well, 18 on Friday night, 12 on Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
18 on
Yeah.
Friday
there?
night.
Because there
where
is
there's
there
wine
is a
sampling.
difference on. Okay,
Yeah, and then Saturday we have 12.
Man.
I should know that, shouldn't I?
You should
I mean,
ask the restaurant.
if you listen to
carry us.
this podcast, you'll know. Now you know.
I will listen to this. How many do we have? No, but that's. I mean, it is because we've got some cheat sheets here. So it is. There are some that are just Friday, and there's some that are Friday and Saturday. And the Saturday, when they're there, they're actually selling. Food,
Yeah.
so you can purchase larger. If you loved, just as an example, Acropolis is there, and Doros always has some great. Greek food. If you especially like what he does, you can actually buy enough that you'll be filled up with, trying 2 or 3 different restaurants. But I mean, we can list. Do you want to list everybody? Okay, so Acropolis is at the Soiree Friday and the Wine Fest Saturday. Beef O'Brady's is going to have a big tent, and they are Friday and Saturday also. And they're going to have jalapeno corn fritters, Philly steak, burgers, chicken wraps. Some of the restaurants are going to surprise us on what they're bringing.
Nice.
Friday, Chef Adam Edwards is going to be doing specialty bites. He's not a restaurant. Have you ever met him?
I don't think so.
He's a really interesting guy. His father and his grandfather all worked at the Petroleum Club at the same time back when it was open, and his grandfather was the executive chef. And then he kind of went into the corporate world and got bored of it and missed cooking. So he is really focusing more. He's doing classes on cooking.
Private parties.
Yeah, private parties. He'll actually come, like if you and your wife are having 4 friends over, he'll come to your house and cook a meal in your kitchen and, serve it to you and whatnot. So, or he'll even come to your house and teach you.
Cooking demos at the Newburgh Farmers Market?
Yeah, teach you how to cook. He does demos at the farmers market. He's doing quite a few different things. So he's actually on Facebook, and he actually did if you check when Donald Trump and Mike Pence were in Evansville, he actually provided one of the meals for them for the plane when they were here in town. So they all had one of his meals. Edgewater is going to be here Friday and Saturday. And one of my buddies, Joe Kim, Gangnam Korean Barbecue, which they were in Owensboro only, and now they have just opened downtown on Main Street. Have you been yet? You got to go. I can tell by the look on your face. Joe Kim, call Jason Burton, give him.
I was looking for the personal invite from him, but whatever.
Give him the royal treatment. But they're Korean, and so they're doing Friday and Saturday. And his wife is actually, he met her in Korea, so she's a true, authentic, 100% Korean. She's a phenomenal cook, and she runs the kitchens in both the restaurants. So they've got some of their stuff, Korean, the bulgogi short ribs, chicken wings, some different noodles, their egg rolls that are really, really good.
Shouldn't be doing this right before I eat.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm like getting...
I tried the wings back in December, and they were really good.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I think
fantastic.
I've had.
Yeah, you guys
have.
Well, and plus they've got great sushi. I mean, because Joe used to be with Ninki in Newburgh.
Right.
And so his sushi chefs followed him to Gangnam, and they have killer sushi. And we've also got Can Pie. Speaking of sushi, we have Can Pie and CKB, Commonwealth Kitchen and Bar from Henderson, which is Jason Munoz. He's going to have his food truck there. He's doing crab rangoon as Brussels sprouts and some other things, I believe. La Camperana, which is phenomenal. Yeah, Mexican food. Friday and Saturday. And what they're going to be doing is a surprise. But I actually got one of their chefs to do Restaurant Week, and he described what he was going to do, and it's going to be ridiculous. Sweet. Live Well. Now, this is partly your deal because you sort of work there, don't you?
Yeah, so it's one of my hundreds of jobs that I have. So Live Well in downtown Newburgh, Upgrade Cafe, they do like paleo, gluten-free stuff, but really good stuff that's like paleo and gluten-free. So I think they're going to bring some paleo gluten-free desserts. Okay. So they're going to bring their double chocolate donuts and nut bars, and you have to try them. They're so good.
Cool.
And I did try, actually, to speak to that, being kind of into food. I don't get into the paleo and all that stuff, but I did try it, and it's really, really, really good. It really is. Really good. Yeah, I mean, and I'm a chocolate kind of, fan, and I tasted that stuff, and I was like, it doesn't taste any different, really. I just kind of feel like I'm missing something, though. It's like you took something out.
It's full of coconut oil and chocolate.
That's good. Well, there you go. Lucid is going to be there Friday only with some of their specialty coffee.
Just do coffee sampling. So I think that's really cool that they're going to do that.
Yeah, it'll be something different for sure.
Yeah.
McAllister's Deli, Friday only. Pangea Kitchen, Friday they're doing gelato, and Saturday they are going to have pad kimo, Thai drunken noodles, and some of their macarons. So you go to Pangea, I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pizza, Thai food, and they've gotten into like cakes and kind of custom pastries for people and whatnot. And actually they're getting ready to expand. I don't know if everybody knows that, but they're moving into what used to be Icon next door. They took about 2/3 of Icon, and they're expanding to about a 75-seat venue with actual table service, because people in Evansville are kind of weird, and there was a conversation about this. Well, they have kind of like a European open seating concept. So if there are 2 people sitting at a 4-top table, you're supposed to go, you and whoever you're with, and sit with them and introduce yourself, which I like. Personally, it doesn't bother me at all. Cool. Some people don't want to do that.
Right. But I live
so
in Europe.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so they're like, well, there's no place to sit. And I was like, well, there's 8 open spaces. You just don't want to sit at somebody else's table. So they're taking, I think, some of that and having actual table service with servers and whatnot.
Gotcha.
So they're going to be there. Pizza Chef, which...
Of Newburgh. There's 2 pizza chefs.
Oh, that's right there.
Oh.
Pizza Chef of Newburgh.
And they do.
All right.
They're doing pizza wings. Are they doing like strombolis or anything? Do you know? Or
I don't know. I saw him the other day, but I didn't catch what they were
you'll
making.
have to come and find out.
Yeah, surprise.
Raffi's Oasis Cafe, which most people know Raffi from Raffi's Italian,
Yep.
but he is going to be bringing some of his, and I think he's going to do grape leaves. Steckler grass-fed cheeses, which I actually,
Delicious.
we had a conversation right before this. I actually gave them to my family because I tried them and enjoyed it so much. I gave them to my family for Christmas. They loved them. The pastry, cupcakes, fruit, crostadas, and other sweets, and they are Friday and Saturday. Pizza
And they are
Revolution.
delicious.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And they're down, see, because when someone recommended that to me, because I usually go, there's some places that were over by my
I think it was me
office.
that recommended
Yeah,
it.
somebody.
Sure.
But they're sort of down on near Lamasco.
Nah, they're a little bit further. I can't remember. They're kind of near Rogers Hair Academy on the west side.
Okay.
Oh,
They're
okay.
way out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
way
see, I
out.
thought,
Is it
okay.
Sontag Avenue? Maybe I don't know. I don't know what
Okay.
it is, but they're somewhere over there.
Yeah, but see,
Really good.
I don't usually make it to the west side.
It's a
so.
cute shop too.
Not since the incident.
Yeah, I know. Not since I got banned. Pizza Revolution, Big Red Bus.
Heard of them.
Yeah,
They
and you know
are
what they do. Yeah.
Bringing the bus.
Yeah.
I mean, they better.
Wood-fired
Yeah.
brick oven pizza. They use a lot of honey on stuff. They use a lot of different cheeses. Very, very good.
They're not bad.
And they always draw a crowd. Then they're Friday and Saturday, so they'll be there both days. Tin Fish Friday, and Town Market, which Friday and Saturday. And if you guys haven't tried that yet, they actually do a lot of different stuff. It's a specialty grocery store. You can sit and dine in for lunch or dinner. They have like bison burgers. They have, kind of high-end specialty stuff, but then they also, you can take cookies home. You can take deli meat home, and they actually make meals, sort of basically, take and bake is, you take it home, throw it in the oven. But I mean, every night they have a dinner special that you can stop in if you don't have time to cook and grab that.
Okay.
Take it home. And they're right in Newburgh. They're actually in the old Zeidler's Floral Building, if you know where that is.
okay. Yeah.
Kind of before Schnucks.
Yeah, I
But,
just tried it last week for the first time, and it was delicious. So.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome.
Sweet.
Gretchen
Have to
Imes
try
and I did a Taste Tuesday.
We don't talk about Gretchen on here anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. But anyway, the food was really good. So, but
But
that's-
don't say
that's-
Gretchen's name 3 times because she does show up.
Oh, like the Candyman, like in the mirror.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to do that then.
Right.
Hi, Gretchen.
She's a Candyman / Beetlejuice.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
needed
and
to
that
really-
no, that's it. T is the final one. We don't have any restaurants that start with W, Y, or Z. I think so.
Yeah.
We're good with
Step
that.
it up, Z team, whatever. I don't know. I was trying to
What
come up
would
with
be
something,
good?
but yeah, it's a fun time though. I mean, like,
Oh, what's our
We're just-
theme? Talk about our theme.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is-
yeah.
I did notice the theme, yes.
Friday night for the Grapes on the Grass Soiree, we always have a theme. So this year it is the Roaring 20s, Great Gatsby. So while you don't have to dress up, you can dress up in some 1920s flair, wear a flapper dress. I know a few people that are going to wear those. So we also have...
is the flapper dress that's with the little frills
yeah,
on it?
with the fringe.
The fringe,
and-
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Maybe put some pin curls in your hair. I don't know.
So, are you wanting everybody to wear a flapper dress or just the women?
Just you guys.
I mean, you
Oh,
do
well.
you. I think that's the
yeah, just
that's the
you
real
guys.
the real
Yeah.
model.
I will have to shave my legs and
Nah,
buy a dress.
hey, don't worry about shaving your legs. Just be like French. You're all right.
Yeah.
Just do it, Brian. I want to see it.
Croissants.
I hear you can get some great ones at the Nick Knackery. Some nice outfits.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I was like, who has 20s outfits? But that makes sense
Yeah,
that they
our
would.
Winefest chair went and got one. So,
Well, but if we're doing 20s, I'm going to have to do like mobster.
that's fine. Do
Yeah,
it.
you have to at that point, right?
Because that's just
Prohibition and all
that's,
that.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of my thing.
Do
so.
it. Do it. It's gonna be
You got
great.
to.
I would love to come back as a mobster.
So it's going to be really fun. They're actually, apparently, I don't know the whole thing, but ERA, First Advantage Realty, is our sponsor, and they are actually setting up a red carpet, and they have a photographer there doing photographs as you
Okay.
come in. So that's something new this year, too.
All right.
That's for Friday night at the soiree.
Now, who else? You said sponsors, so I know Evansville Living. and who
Evansville
else?
Living, True Event Rental, and ERA. Those are kind of like our title sponsors.
And
That's
so,
better.
and really, like one thing, I go to a lot of like nerd conferences or software developer conferences, whatever you want to call them. But like, you always want to support the sponsors because
Right.
otherwise the ticket would cost you hundreds of dollars.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
At minimum
Exactly.
hundreds of dollars. So they are,
Exactly.
and I don't know. You just need to go. At least say thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
see
well,
them.
no, but that's my whole support local
yeah,
thing because they're
right.
making what you enjoy doing
Absolutely
possible, and so you go to the events that you like and whatever. So you support them, and there's more events that
exactly
you like.
Yeah.
right.
And more events that other people like. It sounds like WNIN. When you support us, they
I
have
mean,
something.
you know,
We couldn't do any of the events that we do at Historic Newburgh without our sponsors. I mean, a lot of the events this event is our biggest fundraiser of the year, but a lot of the events we do are actually free community events.
right? Like the fireworks,
Like the fireworks, the free outdoor family movie nights, Newburgh Celebrates Christmas. Those are all things, and the Newburgh the flowers that you see up and down the streets in downtown
Right.
Newburgh, those are all things that we're able to do because of the Wine Fest. So Wine Fest and Ghost Walks are really our big fundraisers
Right.
of the year. So without those and without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do all the free stuff that we do for the community throughout the year.
right? And if someone wants to sponsor something in the future, they love this podcast, and they're like, I got to get on this historic Newburgh train. Who do they talk to?
They can go to our website, historicnewburgh.org, and there is actually a link with information on how to sponsor our events.
Great.
And there will be shuttles too. Like I said, just to mention that there will be shuttles for parking, so parking is not going to be as large of an issue. And if you enjoy too much wine, there will also be options for you to have car services home,
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and that's from Feller.
Yeah, so we
From the Zoom.
have we do have some of the Watts buses from Work Area Transport. So we have Watts buses. We have transportation from Feller. They are actually one of our sponsors, and you can park at Newburgh Elementary School and then take the bus down to the Lock and Dam, or you can walk. It's not that far of a walk. But if you don't live in a city, 2 or 3 blocks is a long walk.
Yeah, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't.
I live downtown, so
2 or 3
I'm good
blocks,
now.
Yeah.
because I know this from Nashville. 2 or 3 blocks going somewhere isn't as bad as 2 or 3 blocks after you have bourbon
going
and,
home. Right?
Yeah, it's
it's
like,
not-
God, this is
not great.
forever.
No,
Yeah.
Okay, it's very important to have the transportation
Yeah.
for our area. We'll just
Yeah.
put it that way.
And then
And-
how
and what
about
else?
wineries? We haven't talked about wineries yet.
That
Yeah.
might, Wine Fest, winery.
That's
No,
probably-
I don't think people care about that
Yeah,
part.
You don't think
probably
they
not.
care about
Honestly,
Just the
you
food.
talked about the food, and that's
Yeah.
really all that we were looking for.
That's all
No,
you're looking
you
for.
mentioned earlier before we started that Monkey Hollow, and so I was in at that point, anyways, because
You were in because of
they
him.
honestly do have, I think, our favorite wine, which is the Pasture Limit too. So hopefully that line won't be too long now. But
Just tell everyone you got it.
yeah, it's
You
like,
need
look,
in.
I need the head of the line here. I
Yeah.
gave him some free.
Yeah.
But,
So this year, well, first I'll just throw this out there. Carson's Brewery will be back as our beer this year. So
which was a great idea. I thought
right.
last
So
year.
Friday night they will be sampling wine. Saturday you'll be able to purchase. They'll be sampling beer. Sorry, and then Saturday you can purchase beer by the glass from Carson's. So no sampling of their beer on Saturday, but you can purchase it.
Right.
And then our wineries this year: Best Vineyards Winery, Blue Heron Vineyards, Buck Creek Winery, Cedar Creek Winery, Easley Winery, Harmony Winery, Hedgegrove Meadery and Winery. We're really excited that they're coming because I don't know if you know, they got hit by that tornado.
Yeah,
And they said
that's
that they
crazy.
actually had some boxes of wine that survived. So they
Oh,
are
wow.
coming.
Wow.
Yeah, so they were inspected and they said that they were okay to sell. So we are really excited that they're coming.
Cool.
So buy wine from them.
Yeah, definitely support them.
Yeah, support them. Indian Creek Winery, Monkey Hollow, your favorite wine. Mystique, Patoka Lake Winery. This is their first year actually, and we are the first wine fest they've ever done. It's what they
Nice.
told us. So Patoka Lake Winery, that's a new one.
So be gentle with them.
Yeah, be gentle with them. Peppers Ridge, River City Winery, and Windsorwald Winery.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. And these two, because I just remember this from a conversation, the whole support local theme that always pops up with me. These are, because we've had a ton of wineries from Louisville and from Indianapolis and places like that said, hey, we want to participate. We've tried to keep this as local as possible. So what's our
These are all
radius?
these are all Indiana wineries, and they are Indianapolis and South. So
Okay. Yeah.
Indianapolis, we have I think one that's right along 465, so it's a little bit north of
yeah.
Indy, but otherwise, so Indianapolis and South. So we try to keep it as close as we can.
And
Cool.
if you like them, it's a reasonable
Yeah.
day trip or weekend or
Yeah.
whatnot. So
Yeah. Or a lot
Support
of them,
them.
I see them pop up at like Schnucks or something.
Oh, yeah.
So it is nice that,
no, I mean,
that
if
these
you
are
want,
ones
if you
we
want to
like.
go
So,
visit
yeah.
and see
But
the
that-
production and all that, but yeah, you can
That
buy
is
them
a cool thing too.
You can buy them at the
to-
liquor stores. You can buy them
Right.
at Schnucks. You can buy
I think
them
it was
at,
Patoka Lake Winery that I saw. I was looking at all their websites. I think it was their website that they have some really cool like cottages or something you can stay in if you're
Oh,
if you're
nice.
at the winery.
Yeah.
I hope it was Patoka Lake.
Yeah, hopefully they
because
still do.
mean,
if they got the tornado.
They're
If
new,
not, please send your letters to Amber
Yeah.
at Historic.
Yeah, send them
Any
to me.
complaints?
That's cool though. I do like the concept of being able just to drive like a little day trip
Yeah.
to the winery just to hang
It's really
out.
cool. And some of these are really, really close, like Mystique, Monkey Hollow's not too far, Windsor Wald's not too far.
Oh,
So
yeah,
some of them
definitely.
are pretty close.
Yep. Yeah, it's cool, and the concept is cool because, like I said, we've been for the last 2 years, and we weren't big wine drinkers, but it is cool just to have the variety, and you're able to sample things, and you
Right.
can say, like, oh, I don't drink wine, but then like,
Yeah.
you're going to find something
Yeah,
that you
but
like.
I like this.
But
Yeah,
I do
that's the
like
thing.
this, right? Exactly. So it's a great opportunity to
Well, because
kinda hang out
everybody's
too.
got different flavors too, and even if you just like dessert wines and
Right.
ports and things like that, you kind of learn, just by going to these events, supporting everybody that's putting it on, and you might find something you like. Said, hey, I never knew I didn't like Cabernet, but I really do, and I'm going to eat this with a steak next time.
Exactly. There you go. You're like,
And if you really seriously are not a drinker and you just want to come listen to the music and get some food from the food trucks, we do offer a designated driver ticket.
great.
Which is $10. So if you just want to come in, listen to the music, get some food from the food trucks, hang out, you can do that. You just get a wristband that says you can't have any alcohol.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
But there is.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That there is a lot of other things to do if you don't drink.
Yeah.
I
I don't drink, and I'm there both days.
Well, you work there. You have
Required
to.
by.
I know.
That's not a good example.
That is cool though. I mean, I would pay $10 to go listen to the music.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
the music lineup,
So
just
good right
alone
there.
is.
I would
you know,
easily. I mean, that's
And
that's cheap
let
at
me
that
just
price.
add, this is a 21 and over only event. We have lots of
right.
people ask if they can bring their kids, and they cannot. So
Yep.
we have
so
that
keep
every
the kids
year.
in the car.
Keep the kids
Yeah,
somewhere else.
Lock your kids in the hot car. But I mean, what if you do like the mustaches? I mean,
I don't-
could
I don't
they
think-
put a mustache on their kid and get them in?
What if we stack the children up in a trench coat and
With-
walk them
yeah.
around?
With
I
like
don't think they
a
would get
McGruff-
past the ID checker.
Yeah.
We
McGruff
do
the
check
crime
ID,
dog?
so bring
Oh,
your ID too.
dang.
Yeah, if you don't have
another
your
thing.
ID, you're not going to get in.
and
yeah.
and bring your. I mean, you pay. You can pay and get wine from. I think
Yes.
that's,
So on
that's something I didn't
Saturday-
realize. until-
So on Saturday, in addition to the tasting, you can
Mm-hmm.
actually buy wine by the glass or by the bottle,
You can buy by the case.
and you can buy the case.
If they have enough,
yeah.
If you want to buy a bunch of wine, ERA at the East Gate, I think it is. They will be doing a wine valet, so you can bring your wine to them and then just pick it up whenever you're done.
okay.
So you don't want to, if you don't want to lug a bunch of wine around
Right.
all day.
Because even you got one from each place, that still adds up pretty fast.
It adds up and it's heavy.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
when you're
Oh, yeah.
trying to enjoy yourself, you don't want to carry around heavy bottles of wine.
Right. I never want to carry around.
I never want to.
I like it just on the table where you just tip it a little bit and fill up your glass, and that's it.
Right.
I don't
Or
know
preferably someone comes and does it.
What
for
el-
me.
what else would you want to know about Winefest if you didn't know anything about it?
If I didn't
Have
know
we
anything
missed
about
anything?
it, I would want to know what do I need to bring, which you're covered. I would want to know where to park, which you covered. I would want to know what kind of food I was getting, and if I have to pay for the food.
Yep. Friday,
Which
you
Friday
don't have
you
to
don't.
pay. Saturday, you do.
Saturday you do, and then the wine is on Saturday and Friday are both free samples.
Right.
But you can purchase wine.
Yep.
Saturday.
So Saturday.
Yes.
But
Yep.
not Friday. You can't purchase
You
wine.
can't
on Friday.
purchase wine on Friday.
Okay. And then the music, which Honey Vines on Friday, Monty and
Honey Roy.
Roy.
and the Brown Sisters on Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think I got
that's
it.
a really, really good lineup.
That is really good.
Yeah, we had a new music chair, young like Brian and I, and
Very Children of the Corn this year
Yeah.
at Newburgh. I don't know. Don't ask what
and
happened.
so we got something different. We always did jazz music,
Mm-hmm.
and we said let's change it up Friday night because the Grapes on the Grass Soiree doesn't have the word jazz in it.
There you go.
So we decided we were going to try something different and do the Honey Vines this year instead of a jazz band. So
And
next year it might be country music.
no, it's not.
no, we're not going to do country.
No, I don't care. But no, the Honey Vines are a great choice, I believe, for that
Yeah, that's what
setting.
I thought,
That sounds like it's going to work
and
just
different
well.
this year for the soiree for Friday night. Normally we have the two tents, the music tent and the soiree tent.
Right.
This year we are opening the whole soiree tent up, And the honey, we're going to have some sit-down tables. I think 5 or 6 sit-down tables, not just the stand-up tables.
Yep.
And then also the honey vines will be in the soiree tent this year, so that's going to be different.
Okay.
Before we used both tents on Friday night. Now we're just going to use one, so everything will be contained to that one huge tent on Friday night. And
you're promising good weather,
hopefully,
inside or out.
Inside, yes. It is a rain or shine event because we are in huge tents. Right. So if it rains, still come down. It might be a little muddy, but we're still having fun.
And the festival is intense, as they say.
Yes, in huge tents. And intense sometimes.
T-E-N-T-S. It's kind of like a double entendre.
Except that it isn't.
Oh, hey, what about, since I'm looking at a dog, can you bring dogs? Can I bring my dog?
No.
No dogs
are allowed.
Can I sneak my dog in?
No dogs.
Only in a trench coat.
In a trench coat, if you stack him up and you walk on him.
He's on top of 2 children.
He's short. He can't do
2
that.
2 children and 1 dog in a trench coat. Totally acceptable.
If you got that creative, they might let you in.
I mean,
because
you can't hurt to try, is what we're saying. Yeah. And for like future events, just check the website, Facebook page, anything like that.
Yeah, future events, check historicnewburgh.org or Historic Newburgh Inc. on Facebook.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because they do have, farmers markets.
Yeah.
They have
all summer long farmers market.
All summer long, yeah.
And speaking
market
of,
starts May 27th.
But yeah, you can buy flowers, you can buy pumpkins in the fall, you can do whatever. And Lucid is in the what's the name of the building now that used to be?
The refinery.
The refinery.
The old country store.
They will let you bring your dog on Saturdays, I believe. If you go in to get coffee, you can bring your dog with you.
You can always try. Just tell AJ I said it was okay. Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate you guys coming over.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks again to Brian and Amber for being on the show and telling us all about the Wine, Art, and Jazz Festival. Hopefully we will see you out there. If you see us, the wife and I should be out there. So if you see us, make sure you say hi to at least one of us. And, I'm the nicer one of the 2. So I think you know what to do there. All right. Thanks. And good job, everybody.
What's up, Tri-State nerds? My name is Clark Wayne Osborne of the Clockwork Nights podcast. Clockwork Nights features music straight out of America's Evansville. Join me as I get to dive into the music history of our city and get to know the people behind it. Find us on iTunes or SoundCloud or Satchel by searching for Clockwork Nights Podcast.